So hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to another Pokemon Card Mail Day by the Pokemonster. And to start things off straight away, we have a booster box of Japanese Black Bolt and Japanese White Flare over here. I purchased both boxes for about 70 bucks a piece, 75 bucks maybe, and then the shipping was combined since it came from the same seller. So they are really gorgeous artworks. I can't wait to put them in storage alongside my other sealed booster boxes. And that's also basically the reason for me to record this video on this Friday evening, so happy Friday everyone. Let me store these away and move straight into the cards because we have a lot to talk about today. Anaheim Pokemon World Championships 2025. I am currently in the queue for the TCG Day 1. I'm very excited and curious to see what is going to happen in the opening ceremony. I am currently one of 370 people waiting. I think we're almost there. We have 45 minutes left. Let me know guys, are you also in the queue waiting? And while we are recording this, I will probably edit it during the TCG Day 1. And now let's dive straight into it. This pile of cards, and I have another one to show you today, consists of cards that I'm going to put in my personal collection. And there is a part that I'm gonna put up back for sale, and I will tell you all about it while we go over the cards. So first off, starting off, we have this beautiful Magby, we have a Misty's Lapras, and we have a Steelix from Future Flash art rare, I believe. Now I saw some content from different creators about the pop-up shop of the Pokemon Center in Anaheim, next to the location for the World Championships, I believe. I saw a live stream by PTCG Radio, a really cool dude. He is also a commentator for the World Championships, usually for the past 3 years, as I remember correctly. He was walking around in the Pokemon Center shop, and it was for him, I think, an unbelievable, incredible experience. So there was a lot of merch available. Here we have some reverse hollows. What surprised me the most was that there were no booster packs available at all. You were able to win a ETB, Pokemon Center ETB of White Flare and Black Bolt through a lottery system, I think, lottery ticket system. In his live stream I also saw Leonhard, and I think I saw a Real Breaking Nate over there. Could have been a little bit better coordinated, but I think everybody had overall a really generally nice experience. You could buy some wake boards, body boards. There were bags and jackets, plushes, although I don't collect that kind of stuff. But you also had really nice binders, deck boxes. Everything you need to play the Pokemon TCG. I think also maybe card dividers, not sure, but you had sleeves and dices. Let me know what your favorite item was, if you have seen any items from the Pokemon Center pop-up shop. What I thought was really cool was the jukebox and the skateboard, but I think the skateboard was also only available through the lottery ticket. I have a Pokemon skateboard myself. I think it was from a blind bag, and I got the Santa Cruz Pikachu. The person before me had already opened it, and I still have to mount it onto the wall since I'm not really a skateboarder, but it is a gorgeous display piece as well. So you had some really cool stuff. There is a really cool Worlds promo that was also handed out by any purchase, I believe. We have a nice Cynthia's Garchomp here. Another one, a Misty Psyduck. I purchased and sold a couple of these, and I really wanted to have a near mint one in my collection, so this one is not up for sale anymore. We have some more Blastoises. The Belgian guy that already purchased 40 Venusaurs and 40 Blastoises. He came back, and as soon as I put one up from both, he purchased them again, asking me for more. But the thing is, I want to sell the Blastoise, and alongside the Blastoise I really would like to sell some other cards that are not really well selling. So if anyone is continuously buying up the Blastoise and Venusaurs, I'm not able to sell the other cards. Let's have some fun first and look at some cards that I'm going to add to the personal collection. This Tatsugiri, a really great card. I purchased 3 for the personal collection. Sales were a little bit down. I put one back up for sale and it was scooped up immediately, and the other one later that day too. So sales are not going that bad, but we had the worst 3 days now in a row in 1.5 years for me. Usually the sales are going up to the $100 a day for me, around 70 to 130. One day last month I had 150, then I had 70. Different sales accumulating up to 90 on some days, smaller sales. And then 3 days in a row I had August 10th, I had no sales. I thought, okay, this happened before, no big deal. And then the 11th, August 11th, I had only $5 in sales, and I was like, okay, well, that's better than nothing. And then the 12th, for the entire day, I had no sales. So basically I came from around $100 a day to $5 in 3 days. And I really started to question myself, what was going on, what was wrong. Is this the end of times? Is the Pokemon hobby going to crash the market? I just kept listing cards, checking my phone every minute. Do I have another sale? Do I have another sale? And nothing was happening until it was the 12th in the evening, and sales started to pick up again. And now I must say, over the last 3 days, everything is basically continuing back to normal. We have some really cool cards that I purchased for the personal collection, some half arts. I can't remember the set anymore, but I think Ancient Origins, or maybe something like Primal Clash. I think it was from that era at least, and these are gorgeous reverse holo half arts, near mint. I was really happy with those. Here we have an Electrike half art from a different set from the same era, I believe. And it's just great artworks, these cards, guys. So I was really starting to contemplate, okay, which parts of the collection, in case this market is going to crash, so to say, what parts of the collection should I sell first? So there are a couple of things that everybody is noticing right now. At least on YouTube, the Funko Pop market is totally crashing. The company is making 40 million loss this year again, is something that I read somewhere. I'm still sitting on a ton of Funko Pops that I started to purchase in 2020. And I'm trying to sell them for the longest of time. Basically from the moment that I purchased them, I started to sell already a part of them. And in the first 2 years it was going quite well. Then 2023 came around and I was still purchasing some of these pops because I really do like them and I want to have some for my personal collection. But the ones that I didn't want to have anymore were not selling. Except for flea markets. If I purchased some for $15 a piece, and I put them there for $10 a piece, people were buying them for $8 a piece. So I lost half of my money on each pop. Now that is a bit overreacting as well, because I also purchased some pops for $6 a piece that I was able to sell $8 a piece too. It compensated a little, but not that much. Anyways, I digress. I was trying to look, what should I sell from the collection? I even put some cards up that I didn't want to sell, but I wanted to make some money in order to buy some new cards again, and they didn't sell, so I was a little bit worried. And in the end it really stressed me out a little bit, but I have slept about it a couple of days now, and the sales are coming back up, like I said. And the best thing for me to do is maybe take some time off. So if the cards are not selling, if I am not able to do anything about it, I should just continue the pattern that I'm doing right now. Maybe try to improve on some processes like I am always trying to do, and take some more time for that. Use some time to organize more stuff. Use some time to maybe look elsewhere besides Pokemon cards, or besides the Pokemon cards that I am currently buying and selling and collecting. Use some time this month for... Also, I have looked into books. And I have a really large stack of clothing that I still have to sell. Then there are some video games that I want to take a look at again, that I want to have to take out of the storage to at least make some content about. I have not been able to play a video game in about 2 years, so I would like to take one of these consoles out of the storage and maybe take some time off to play some games. Maybe go back to make some more short videos for the Pokemon channel. And focus a little bit less on selling. If the market is not there for buying and selling, and I try to over-focus and overspend all my time on it, and it is not making any difference. Yeah, what is the difference, literally? So yeah, we will see. We will see what happens. I'm going to continue make content and focus a little bit less on buying and selling and a little bit more on collecting. But the part is, for the first 3 years of me collecting, I've pumped in so much money of my own money. Then since the last few months of 2023, I started to sell a part of those cards and also 1 or 2 boxes. And with that money, I purchased new cards to buy and sell. And if these cards are not selling, there is nothing for me to purchase from. I don't want to put in another big stack of new money. But that sums it up generally. We're looking at this Venusaur EX for a long time right now already, the Blackstar promo from XNI. And we have a gorgeous Sharpedo EX over here. Luckily these two, if you know from the previous video, I purchased reverse hollow power keepers. They were truly obliterated, totally destroyed by damage, and these two are as good as mint. So you win some, you lose some. We have one more Detective Yoshida, Lieutenant Yoshida from the Great Detective Pikachu set. I saw the Great Detective Pikachu set is also rising in price. Really great to see the booster boxes. So I purchased 4 of them. I had to send 3 back because heavy damage. I purchased them all near mint, and this one has a little bit damage somewhere. I put the yellow sticker on it. I'm gonna be satisfied with this one. I'm not going to send this one back either. This is just near mint. A little bit of damage, unfortunately. Well, what do? I will turn the sleeve around, so I will keep the yellow sticker on there. And then it is not visible when I put it in the binder, but I know instantly it has a little bit of damage. So we have one more Melanie. Unfortunately, the price is dropping again. It went from 450 to 4 to 5 to 550, and now it's back below 4, I believe, but not sure. But I really hope and bank on it, the fact that there will be another Pokemon card for trainer hype, and boom. That is what I have been collecting the most over all those months and years, and I really do like it still, even though it's down. It's basically paradise for me, being able to buy it cheap. But what is cheap, relatively? If it doesn't come back up in value, then it's also still expensive. But I don't collect the full art trainers for the money or anything like investing. I really like the cards, I want to have a lot of them, and we will see what happens. Couple of fossil cards, another Jungle, Rocket, Mr. Mime, Sabrina's Mr. Mime, great card. A Serena. This is not all for the personal collection, some will be, some won't. And Serena is a really great trainer card as well. We have the Penny, special illustration rare from Scarlet Violet base, if I'm correct. A nice near mint card. This is also a special illustration rare, Galarian Gallery card. I think on Card Market they call it a special illustration rare now. And you see the Aerodactyl flying there, and some dinosaur Pokemon down there as well. Really great. We have the Professor Fennel from Black and White. The first full art that I have from that set, I believe. We have these Ribombee art rares. I'm a huge fan of these Journey Together Battle Partner cards, and also Destined Rivals and Glory of Team Rocket Heatwave. Really great cards. So I'm looking for the Crown Zenith Elisa as well still. And I had these in the sale pile, but the cards are not, I'm not really selling that much cards at the moment, so I decided to put these in the personal collection pile as the breaks and 2. And I basically now want to try to sell out as much as possible, save a little bit of money, take some time off and do some more research what is now in demand currently. I know what is in demand, but that are the cards that I don't want to sell. I want to see what is in demand and what I can buy for myself, plus I'm able to sell as well. There's coming up some more videos about it from my side. And then we have some really gorgeous cool cards, guys. When you compare this one to the EX Power Keeper Hollow, this one is basically beautiful condition. I'm really happy to be able to add this to the collection rather, sorry. And it is a very nice near mint Pokemon card. No scratches, no whitening, no fingerprints even. That is something you usually see. I have to wipe them off with the microfiber towel. And the holo foil service is really great. I paid $6 or $7 a piece. This is the next one, same condition. Really happy with this seller. And then we have a Roserade. I will probably put the sets on the screen right here. A nice swirl over there alongside her right arm, or his or her. I think it's Roserade and this is the Roselia. Anyways, it's a great card, great holo. Moving over to the Feraligatr, I purchased a couple of these more. They are still underway from France and Spain and everywhere in Europe. I purchased them for these last ones between 10 and 17 bucks a piece, and they are now 20 bucks a piece, I believe, on Card Market actually. So I'm very curious to see what the future will bring, and if if necessary, I could also sell some of these because I know they're heavily in demand. We have the Batik Pikachus, really great gimmick as well, or some type of promotional cards. Welcome to Indonesia, the Indonesian journey. And they have different shirts. I need to collect them all. There's one very expensive, which is probably hollow, and all these non-hollows are a bit cheaper. And I see I have this one double. Yeah, the 190 and the 190. I will put one up for sale. Great to see that I have something to sell. And then we have the Shinji Kanda Magneton. Really fan of this card, guys, and it was 13 bucks sealed each. I might sell one for 15 bucks. I just sold one for 11 bucks, not sealed. Surging Sparks Elite Trainer boxes are rising, folks. Don't sleep on it. No financial advice. So what is next? I found my second part of my comic book collection that is now currently standing here next to me on the desk that I want to go make a video about, and then I can put it back in storage. I finally got a message from the customs that the card from America arrived. I purchased a PSA 10 card, and the viewers of the channel, the regular viewers of the channel, do know which card it is probably, and I can't wait for it. I paid the custom fees today and I can't wait for it to arrive. Yes, and then I go do, besides making a little bit more content, I'm gonna focus a little bit less on selling cards. I'm gonna still provide the best service, but in a less quantity of cards, so I expect the sales to go down even further. But I hope it will pick up somewhere around, like in a couple of weeks, you know? If the summer is ending, if we're in fall, autumn, and we're moving towards the winter, I already see the sales picking back up, but it's not enough for me to be busy with it so much. I rather spend my time and take a few days off. I haven't done that in 3 years either. And instead of stressing out about not making a couple of sales each day, I can also just take that time off and don't be bothered by it and have some fun. It's also good for new inspiration. I can research some more. So yes, I'm all for it, folks, and I hope everybody else is for it too. And I see we have to wait 14 more minutes at this moment for the Pokemon TCG Day 1 of the World Championships 25 to start, basically, the opening ceremony. I will discuss that on Sunday or probably next week, Wednesday. Then we have something to discuss at that point as well. And from that, I want to thank everybody so much for watching. And if you like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon card videos. And I'll catch you all on the next one. Pokemonster out. See ya.